The questions were just unbelievable. All right, let's get this ball.
True stories.
True stories. Unfortunately,
some of them are not.
Yeah.
Some of them we can't repeat. It's like.
All right, so it says it's going to go on. It does. Oh my God, that's the first time it just went on. That's so weird. That's right. Without, yeah, I know. Well, it must be they're not. It's a new era on Facebook now. Hi, everybody. Let's record this thing.
There's no fact checking now, so whatever we say is legit.
There's no more fact checking. All right. Well, anyways, listen, it's Wednesday night, so therefore it must be Whiskey Wednesday. John, there was only supposed to be 3 people here tonight, and there's a lot more than that.
Yes, there are.
There definitely is. All right, welcome to Whiskey Wednesday, and as I said, next week is going to be John is doing a potluck, and John Frisky Whiskey up here with me tonight. Thank you, everybody. And the week after that, thank you. Take a bow. Take a bow.
Yes.
And the week after that, January 22nd, is the Penelope Project X. We're picking a barrel with the guys who started, Daniel and Michael, who started Penelope, which has gone on to do better and bigger things, and it's really cool. And we're very excited to have them here with us. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun. You basically underpay for a bottle, do the event, and then when the barrel comes in, you get that bottle. I think it's pretty cool.
That's very cool.
All right. So I wanted to present to you tonight some things that you may or may not have had, and some stuff that is new. And I actually jumped into the future and brought you something that isn't even available yet. And some things that have been available that are not available anymore. So it's a hodgepodge.
It's pretty cool.
But it's pretty much all what's new. All right. So let's start with number 1. Number 1 is Found North. This is our single barrel. I'll get you the rep on it, but it basically boils down to it's distilled in Canada, finished in American New Oak Char 1, heavy toast with American oak. So they actually used what they were doing when they charred and toasted the barrels. They were using different woods to do that. In this case of this one, they were actually using American oak to do that. All right. It's if you break it down, it's 71% corn and 29% wheat. And the youngest I think in it was like 8.
Yeah, it's right across the top.
Oh, is it right across the top on the back?
Yeah.
Where am I seeing that? On the top over here?
It should be on there.
Oh, yes.
There it is.
21-year-old corn, 20-year-old corn, 15-year-old corn, and 8-year-old wheat.
See?
Making this up. Thank you, Johnny.
That's
why you're here there. The name of this barrel is called Golden Bread. If you taste it, you'll sort of know why. Golden Bread is our friendly neighbors to the north, the Canadians, term for French toast. It's a little bit, it's not quite French toast. It's a little bit eggier than French toast, but that's basically, I didn't want to call it French toast, but because it's from Canada.
You know what we need for this? I didn't think of it till just now, but Dr. Don Livermore's flavor wheel. Where are those maple flavors?
Where they come from?
I
might have one of those wheels.
I just didn't think of it till just now, but this would have been a good one for that.
1 million. Now the ABV on this one is 58.75. 58.75. Unchill filtered, uncolored. All those other good things. Yes, I just said it was Golden Bread. Is there an echo in here?
There is.
Besides the one between my ears? Yeah. No, it's Golden Bread.
Because when you go to, oh boy.
Don't you love when somebody corrects the correct answer with the wrong answer? No, you were all wrong. It's Northern Bread.
Northern Bread?
No, it's Golden Bread. No. You don't understand. It's Northern Bread.
So when you go to Quebec, listen, like the territory of Quebec in Canada.
Yes.
It's like French. Why would you order French toast? They're all French.
They're all French. You just say Golden Bread.
It's like when you go to Buffalo. Do you order buffalo wings?
Yes, I actually
No, you
do.
don't.
No, I order wings.
When you go to Buffalo, you're in Buffalo, New York. I lived there. It's hot, medium, or mild. That's it. That's all you say.
Kids,
you order wings.
Kids, it got really. Yeah. This is a nice, friendly whiskey taste thing
with ranch dressing too. I bet.
I do. I don't like blue cheese.
See, I'm causing problems. See.
Wow, this went off the rails quick.
I'm so teasing. He likes ranch.
I do like ranch.
See?
Orange. Orange. All right. So what do you guys think? Right? It's even got
delicious.
the reason why this is like breakfast whiskey. It's like if you just had this for breakfast, it's fantastic. Just remember, you can't drink all day unless you start in the morning. That's scientific fact. But if you think about it, though, like taste this. There's the cinnamon, there's vanilla, and there is just a touch of maple in this too. So, aptly named, not Northern Toast, but Golden
Golden
Bread.
bread. We
We. All right. What do you get? You
French
guys like that
toast.
one? All right. Good. All right. So the next whiskey that we're gonna try is a bourbon. It's from our good friends at New Riff, and this is a single barrel whiskey, bourbon whiskey. Proof is at 113.2 or 56.6 ABV. Did you get that? All right, just making sure. Distilled March 2019, bottled June 2023, and they have some actually pretty good notes on this when you guys try it. And I don't mean to throw you, but it's actually pretty good. It's smoky cedar and unami, and on the palate's toast, clove, and cocoa. Now, this is something of a phenomenon that I think is going to be probably a little bit more prevalent than it has been in the past. This is actually an abandoned barrel that we took home to foster
I'll put our
and to
arm around to
drink
love it.
and to drink. So this one's actually called Stolen. So this was actually picked by another liquor store. Another liquor store we actually know and think they do a really good job. Well, they got sold this year, and they abandoned this because I don't think the new owners know how to sell a single barrel. So that was our wholesaler came and said, "Hey, would you like this? We have this They have barrels sitting there now. Now they're in a panic mode because they have to do something with them, and they usually have a store's name on them and this whole big deal." And I said, "Would you do it?" And I said, "Well, send me a sample. This is actually our sample bottle." And John, myself, Randall, we tried it and we're like, damn, that's pretty good. Because we know people that were picking it, know that they were pretty good about picking barrels. And it said, sure, but now I'll go over pricing later. You got to make it worth my price because I'm going to take all of it. And it is, and it does. And you guys like this one? Yeah. The aftertaste is really long. Yeah, it's strong too. It's really good. I like it. And
Delicious.
matter of fact, it does have that sort of it says smoky and not like any bourbon has peat or any type of smoke to it, but it does have something that just is definitely reminiscent of the smoke.
It comes from a little bit of that barrel char, I think.
Yeah,
Comes from the barrel.
it's good. I think it's really good. I think it's really tasty. Dark chocolate, the cocoa. Yep, absolutely. Little sea salt, little salinic in there. What do you guys think, Ben? What do you think? Good. All right. Is everything going okay so far for everybody? Everybody get enough water? Okay, okay. I got a hand in the back, but it's an okay single. Yes, Kavork. How can I help you? Oh, come get one. I don't like the guy. Wait a minute. I just want to point this out. The guy who poured doesn't have any samples. And why don't you take the next two? Why don't you take that one? Take that one. No, no, I'll be on that one. You can come back on that one.
Wow.
I'm short one. Yeah, my own. All right. So moving on. I It was your fault. Okay.
Oh,
That's
there's a couple extras in here, not just you. Don't worry.
yeah. There's a couple extras, but we sort of planned for that. By
We
the way.
poured extras.
Yeah. You don't need this one. You've tried this one. You're good on this one. Okay. So the next number three is this is what's new, right? So I thought I'd give you something that is so new,
So new.
it's not even here yet. We're still picking our allocation for Buffalo Trace Distillery for 2024. We've actually picked 3 barrels in like the last week.
They're a little behind.
They're a little behind. So they're playing catch up. Excuse me. Hopefully by halfway through this year, we'll be all caught up. That's what they're saying, anyways. Hopefully that will be the
Well,
case.
the Blanton's Gold we picked in what, April?
The Blanton's Gold was actually
April,
picked
May?
in June,
June.
and it didn't get bottled until November. So there's been, and then we got it just before. I mean, it was the miracle baby. It just got,
Weekend
right before Christmas.
Yeah.
The golden child. But
Literally.
this one here we're calling Neat, and this is going to be our new Weller Foolproof. So if you want to put a whole card in for this, you could also put a whole card in for this. But I wouldn't expect this one probably for about 5 months. But it is going to come.
Well, that's neat.
It will change. It will change, but they're backed up in a way that it could be bottled next week. It just has to go through the rest of the process, and depending on who's backed up, is depending on when we're going to get it. I'm hoping now that we're getting so many samples that they're sort of caught up, and they're going to be in a normal timeline. But you never know. So this is the Weller Foolproof. For those of you who want to geek out, that would be 57 ABV, barrel type American oak. And I'll give you the location. You want the location? BB 7056. And this is barrel number 41. It's BB-8's friend. This is neat. This is called neat. And I think when you taste it, you'll know why. You don't need to add anything to this bad boy. It just tastes good all on its own. What's that?
Anybody not like it?
You don't like weeded whiskeys though. Weeded bourbons. No, not really. So I'd be like, I don't like this one. But I don't like any weeded bourbons. Oh, okay. She doesn't know about the wings either.
I picked a fight on that one.
I know you picked a fight on that one. I don't know why you went there.
It's all right.
She's such a nice person, and you went over the wall.
She's gonna smack me around later.
Yeah, that's right. What? Okay, or none. What did you guys think?
That's really good.
We put in whole cards now for neat. Yeah, I figured so. What's that? Feisty Wednesday. That's usually on Friday.
Feisty Friday.
Right.
Friday night
fights. We need to do that again too. Okay, so the next one, since I put you into the future, I'm going to take you to the past.
It's like the ghost of Christmas past.
I just grabbed this. I grabbed this from my bar at home because I thought, because everybody's like, it's dry January. I'm like, no, it's rye January. And now we start the long trip of the rise. And I grabbed this from the house, and it's not labeled like any of the lock and key stuff. There's no label on it for that. And I'm going to tell you exactly what this is. We did the first ever Wilderness Trail finished bottling, and we did it in maple syrup barrels. All right. So in order for us to do the maple syrup barrels, they came from two of our ryes that we had picked before of the Wilderness Trail Foxtrot. So it was the WTF. And we shipped them back up here. I drove them to Vermont. We put maple syrup in them. Maple syrup's in there for like, I don't know, 2-3 months, whatever. And then we shipped the barrels sticky sweet back down to Wilderness Trail. And Randall, myself, and Macaulay, who's now the master blender at Dark Arts Whiskey House, we blended 3 barrels together to make the rye that was going to go in those maple syrup rye barrels. Well, we only had 2 barrels, and Wilderness Trail blends in sets of 3. So we blended, we filled the 2 maple syrup barrels, and whatever left went into another barrel, in a plain barrel, and just sat there at the same amount of time. And then that was bottled separately. So this is a short barrel because we had to fill the others 2 up to the top. So this is a short barrel, but this is the blend of rye that we use. And I thought it'd be really interesting to see, because we actually, when we finished this and we had this, like pretend blended, because you put them together just to see how they're going to be. We almost said, let's do another 3 barrels of something else to do the maple syrup, because this is really good. And we decided against it, but because we knew we were going to have almost a barrel's worth of this on its own and actually aged and married together better and sort of mixed together better. So this is number 4. Try this. See what you think. What's the ABV on this one, Johnny?
ABV is 51.89, but it also has I believe this is the distillery label
It is the
on,
distillery
on the
label. It
side.
is the
Yeah.
distillery label.
It's 4 years, 7 months. Number 4 char, and the yeast strain is FP1. I know that's very important for some of you.
But this is I love this rye. I think it came out spectacular.
2022 release.
Yeah. So I have a couple. I had one this kicking around. It was almost full, so I figured I'd let you guys try it. What do you think?
I love that.
It's really nice rye, isn't it? Yeah, maybe we put something else in the maple syrup because maple syrup barrel we knew was gonna change drastically anyways, and we were sort of like, maybe this is not. But the funny part is we basically put it back in another barrel and let it sit next to the other two, and it got extra age and it married together very, very well, and it actually came out even better, I think.
It's nice to try them side by side. I've done that.
Yeah, I didn't have an open maple syrup one to try, so I don't even know if I have a closed one. So I got to look around. I had a rummage. I didn't really rummage enough,
Okay.
but
Okay.
I figured we try this one.
I
Sounds
have
really
one
good.
of those maples at home.
What's that? You were willing to help me rummage? Oh, thank you. Everybody, but would you help me drink it though? Oh, that too. All right, good.
Okay.
Sagamore was the first for us. Sagamore was the first maple syrup, then Wilderness Trail, and then Found North. Yeah, we only use Woods maple syrup from Vermont. It's the best maple syrup there is. Al would pay me to say that, but it's easy because it's true. No, it really is true. And I'll tell you another funny story is Macaulay um, is now, like I said, the master distiller, and it's his company doing the dark arts. We got some new dark arts coming out, by the way, this year too. That's phenomenal.
Awesome.
He was so funny because he had some maple syrup barrels. We were down there last time, and I go, "Oh, you get some maple syrup?" He goes, "Dude, you have got to hook me up with Al. This is ridiculous. His maple syrup, I don't know what the hell he does to it, but it's so much better than every other barrel that we've sourced to try to do the maple syrup. You got to have." I said, "Well, you got to have Al's. That's because Al takes tender, loving care with these things, and because we give Al whiskey, and that's how we pay Al, and so he does it really good. Al Woods maple syrup, the best. We do sell them upstairs.
Yeah. I've tried a bunch of them.
You can actually get you can go online too. He has a really cool newsletter.
Yeah.
And he does like recipes and stuff like that. So take a look at it. They're just great people. We love them.
I know we've had a lot.
I met him at the Woodstock Fair in Connecticut, of all places. And then he doesn't even go to the fair anymore. And him and I are
Is he located in Vermont or Connecticut?
yeah, Randolph, Vermont.
Randolph, Vermont. I always thought he was Woodstock, Connecticut for some reason.
No, Randolph, Vermont.
Maybe that's just because we're.
That's where I met him.
I gotcha.
And we got to talking, much to the demise of my children and wife.
Yeah.
We're talking bourbon and we're at the fair. And she's like, "Ryan, we're gonna go now."
Yeah. Some of the other
I'm like,
ones.
"Shh, I'm making a connection here. Leave me alone."
I mean, so we've had a lot of our own bourbons in those maple syrup. Some of the other ones are really good too. Like I've tried the cinnamon, I've tried the apple, tried the blueberry. Those
Oh yeah, no, they are
really
really good. They do a really good job. He did one. He wanted to do the most expensive one. He did one with Gold Flake. I go, "You're crazy, Flake." Anyways,
So like Goldschlager.
Goldschlager of maple syrup, the most
maple syrup?
expensive bottle of maple syrup he was going for. So,
Goldschlager.
but he's got some good stuff
Never
up there.
again.
All right, so the next one is a rare character. Rare character does not tell you where they source, and there goes another one. Rare character does not tell you where they source their whiskey barrels from. I don't really care as long as I can keep picking them and they're this good. This is from their series, which they call TKO. And that's coming from it's. I will tell you, it's from Tennessee. You can make a guess from there where you think it's from.
I read an article
Could be.
that
Could
tells
not
you,
be.
tells you where it's from.
Where's it from?
Dickel.
See, I don't know And that would make the most sense, but I'm not sure about
So
that.
the reason is because
Go ahead. Go ahead. Give me the reasoning.
because I had the same
We'll have to call Pablo on this one.
I had the same thought you did because I was like, there's no way it's Dickel because Dickel sources all of their rye from MGP and they're public about it, right?
Hmm.
That was my initial thought.
Yeah.
But apparently, they've also been doing a whole bunch of experimental rye lines
Yeah.
that they had sitting there.
But the other part of that is I don't know if that was 9 years ago, and this is a 9-year-old.
Oh, okay.
The
Okay. All right.
plot.
I see your
She
lot. I see your
thickens.
logic. The article that I read was actually in Whiskey Advocate. It was there was two owners.
Yeah.
What's the
Pablo and Peter.
I think it was Pablo, and he went through and decoded a whole bunch of them and said where they were from.
Oh, cool. I'll have to go
That
back and get that article.
that was one of them.
I think he lies. And I'll tell him that to his face.
But I was when I brought this one home because the label was so cool and I just wanted
Yeah.
to know more. But I did a little bit of research and that's what I found.
All right, cool. Well, we can say that. I mean, that's fine. They can't say it. We can say whatever we want. We can tell people this came from the back room because that's where it came from.
It did come from the back.
All right. So we've been fortunate enough to do some barrel picks with the guys. This one is this is the TKO barrel series. This is barrel number 216. This is a 128.8 proof. This is a 9-year-old rye, straight rye, cast strength at that, which is 64.44 for those of you paying attention at home. Let's see if I can give you any other information. It doesn't matter. 12/18/2015 and bottled in 12/24. The mash bill is 70% rye, 25% corn, 5% malted barley.
Regardless of where it came from, I mean, what do you guys think? That's pretty awesome, right?
Yeah, this is really good.
Yeah.
The ABV is would that be 64.44? It's on 128.88. I don't know why they went out another decimal point, but they did.
I put that up there with the Wandering Rye, the first one you did.
The Wandering Rye. I don't know. Is that a TKO?
Favorite? No, it wasn't.
No, it isn't. The Wandering Rye is amazing. That was a Steve Nally rye. That was one of the first ones he did. I know where that one came from.
That one was one of my all-time favorites.
It kind of stands out. So
this is a good story.
With this series, they decided that all these were going to have pink tops, and I wanted to. I've been wanting to name one of the ryes before somebody else does. Is Rider on the Storm. Okay, so I said, well, this is the one we're going to do. It's going to be Rider. It's going to be a single rider on the Storm, so it's not exactly Riders on the Storm. RYDER Rider, and I said it's got a pink top. I said it's a unicorn. So I don't know. It was a cowboy with a pink cowboy hat riding a unicorn in a lightning storm. And this is where it just all came out. Pink Pony Club vibes. I could see that. Yeah, absolutely. I know the Pink Pony Club vibe. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, very chaperone. It does. They I think did I would say it's AI sort of done, which was like, about doing no, it's not me. That's a photograph of me. Yeah. No, you know what it actually no, it reminds me. You said like a romance novel, like that. No, no. It's on the nondescript white van. This is a van mural if I've ever seen one. I mean, he doesn't have a storm, but he's riding a unicorn. I mean, you can't get what's that? Prague Rock. Yeah.
Pink shirt, pink cape, pink hat,
Pink cat.
pink unicorn.
The cape.
The lightning's pink.
The lightning is pink. Everything's pink.
That's pretty cool.
This is actually being sought after by a lot of people. So, my pretty pony people, the bronies. Listen, we had a friend of ours that started telling us about the bronies. I'm going to leave that right there. That's really strange to me. Yeah, well, that's All right. Enough of your diversion down some weird
Well,
My Little Pony.
there's no more fact checking on Facebook, so we can say
Yeah,
that
we can
stuff
say
there.
stuff like that, right? All right. Kavork, do you need the next one? Kavork, do you need the next one? Okay. But let's keep it down a little bit up there. All right. So the next one is also a rare character. It's a single barrel series. This is the lock and key. This is White on Rye. This actually the name of this White on Rye we did not come up with. It was actually Russell Allen, who's one of the owners of MS Walker, who was sitting in with us on this barrel tasting. And he, he was like, "What about White on Rye?" And I go, "I love it," and that's what we're going with. So conceptually, this is my abstract art of White on Rye.
It looks like white on rye.
So what this one is this is barrel number 72. It actually has a longer name. I don't think he put it on the back. I actually have the barrel description. It's WR something. It's sort of worn off on this one. The proof is 109.9 or 54.95. This is a 7-year, 6-month-old rye that was finished in white port, hence the white on rye. All right.
You can definitely.
So this is a finished. This is a finished whiskey. Unlike the TKO was not. This is a finished whiskey. We had done, we had done the Aberona cask, Carnival Ride, and we wanted to do another sort of expression on that. This one was we just thought was too good to pass up.
That's money.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I just want to make sure I'm on the
Number
right.
6.
The nose on this, right? It's like a cookie.
Cookie starts to come out in the finish.
No, it's not like cookie dough. It's more like ginger snaps. No, not like cookie dough.
I think the barrel number started with like WPR for white.
WPR or something like that.
So
What did you guys think of this one? By the way, what did you guys think of Rider on the Storm? You like that one? That's going to go really, 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 really fast. If you like that one, don't hesitate on that one. I love the white on rye. I think I think those two flavors just go so well together.
That might be my favorite in this lineup.
Yeah. It doesn't have the cachet that the TKO barrels do.
Yeah.
By the way, the TKO barrel, I was gonna actually have the glamping one we did. I don't know if you guys seen that one. That's the KOA series, Campgrounds of America. So it was glamping, and this one was TKO, and I was gonna actually do like the two Street Fighters in the front, total knockout.
The glamping.
It's technical knockout, but still.
Glamping's gone. That was only like
Glamping's gone already.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
3 weeks gone.
Yeah, gone.
Poof.
All right. So well, I love this one. I think it's really good. I think the white port finish, you can really taste it on this, and I think it really goes well together. It would go well with a masala. What is it? Marsala wine. I think it was right? Marsala wine? I actually have. Thank you. You're welcome. We're in New England, so it's really not an accent here. Anyways. So just so you guys know, that's a good point because guess what? I got a bourbon coming up that was finished in a Marsala cask. Yeah. Yeah.
Like Marsala chicken.
Marsala chicken. Chicken Marsala. The Marsala of the chicken.
Marsala pasta. No chicken.
All right. So number 7. Number 7 is another rye. This is the Sagamore cognac finished rye. I can tell you it's finished in a Park cognac barrel. All right. And this is part of our ongoing series of different projects that we do with Binny's out of Chicago. So it was actually, this is Brett's. This is all Brett's from Binny's. This is his project. So the last project I did was the Old Elk center cut. In the meantime, Brett is doing the Sagamore cognac rye finish. All right. So this is not a lock and key. This is a U.S. mail project. Us, MA, Massachusetts, IL, Illinois, U.S. mail project. and on the back of it says Benny's and Julio's. I'm okay with that. I'm not sure Benny's is gonna be, but because we didn't approve that, we only approved the bottom label. So hopefully no one got out of sorts. But basically, a 4 year combo of ryes blended together, 4 years blended ryes together, and then another 2 years in the cognac park cognac barrel. The great thing about the people at Sagamore, they really do indulge us, which we love, but they're under the same sort of pretext that we are. It's not ready until it's ready. And so hence some of these things that are supposed to be finishes usually mean like a couple months, maybe 3. 2 years is starting to move on. Yes, sir. The brand Park Cognac. All right. And so we've had really good luck with a lot of these projects that we've done with Sagamore. They love the fact that we do them with them, but you be the judge and taste it.
All 4 of these ryes couldn't have been any more different. And
I know when everybody tells me rye tastes the same.
No, it does not.
It does not.
It doesn't. Look,
This is batch 1A. I guess that means the first batch because it's not a batch. I don't know. I don't think they were going to do a B. This is bottle number 352. Let me just see if I give you all the other information on this thing.
What's the ABV?
This is 118.4, so 59.2.
Respectable.
Yeah. This is blend strength. So whatever it comes out, that's what it comes out. Yes, I believe so. European oak. What do you think of this one? I love this one. I think it really came out really, really well.
It's not bad.
I'm not gonna tell Brett that, but yes. That was a rye 421. Yep. Matter of fact, a rye 421. We just had a bottle in the redemption, and somebody took it because that's our first project with Sagamore, which was really cool. And then let Randall and I to run amok inside the Rick house, and I don't know what the hell they were possessed with. The pink slip was another one. Pink slip was good. That was the one we did, and we said you're going to get fired and it doesn't work for the company anymore. But
then there was maple. Then there was Armagnac.
There was a Rymagnac.
That
Yeah,
was really good.
That was really good. So the stuff that's coming out of there has been really, really good. And there goes Kevork. All right. Now we've done all these things. So we've done, another 4 ryes. You had the Canadian whiskey. You had the bourbon, the wheated bourbon. 4 ryes, and I figured we would do the Mad River because this is sort of a little bit interesting. This is the double barrel rum. This is a Demerara rum finished in a wine barrel. John, do you remember the wine barrel?
I do not.
I can't remember. I'm sorry. I wish I could remember off the top of my head, and I can't. It's a really good vineyard. It's a really good vineyard. I think Jordan, maybe? I don't want to say the wrong one. I don't know if he says it on the side.
It just says meets Napa Valley.
Yeah, I don't know if he says it on the side. I can find out for you, anybody that's interested. And sorry, that's my fault. I should have made sure I knew what it was before we had it up. Actually, you know what? We'll do this because Mike is at home sitting by himself.
Does not say.
Hey, Mike, what was the red wine used in the rum barrel that was for the independent retail stores? All right. Let's see if we find an answer. Yeah. Is that okay? Well, because it would be a lot for me to text in front of all of you where I could just say it and the computer does it.
This is a sample bottle, so not all the information.
Not all the information. This is the sample bottle.
There's no ABV on here. There's no batch.
Is that a thing now? Is everybody no one talks to text?
Old people. You got the rotary phone there, Ryan?
Listen. The amount of things that I've seen as a Gen Xer, I'm lucky I made it through my high school years. This Davis Cabernet. Oh, I got an answer. I guess that's fun.
Davis Cabernet.
I can make it so.
He used the rotary phone
I use the rotary phone.
with the super long cord that you can go 3
Yep.
rooms down.
We still have it. Yeah, it's good. All right. So what this barrel of rum that you're trying, which is from Mad River up in Vermont, I just thought it would be something different because I don't know if you've all had it yet, and it is a relatively new. And one of the things that we've been doing with companies of especially something that wouldn't sell necessarily everybody would want a barrel of as individual stores because it'd be a lot to sell through, and especially in product lines that like tequila and rum and so forth that don't have a quick sell through, would be to do a barrel for independent stores and sell them geographically around the state. So this is Massachusetts one. We were actually really lucky because we got actually to choose the one that we were going to do this year. Well, everybody only got like 5 or 6 cases of it. It's only in about 6 stores maybe through the state. And I just thought it would be really cool for you guys to try this, and we'd end on a rum. Yes,
Delicious.
I just said. I just called. Did you hear me text somebody? Davis Winery, Cabernet. It's northern bread. It's northern bread. Northern toast. Excuse me. I mean, it's Davis Cabernet. It goes with ranch dressing. All right. Now I know rum isn't. Well, I'm not in the crowd for rum here, but
That's pretty delicious.
what'd you guys think? Do you like that one? I think it's nice. I think it's really nice. And by the way, they're using it's all Demerara rum, the sugar that they're using to make these, which is I think is at the price point. I think they're doing a really good job.
I concur.
All right, that's it. That's all 8.
That's it? What?
That's all 8. What's that? No. Thank you, everybody. Just so everybody said, asked if there was a name on that one. We did not name this one because it is for the independent retailers. So it's like Massachusetts independent retailers. Usually, if I do one and I'm behind it, you'll see it, and it's strictly me. It'll be like the Unholy Alliance, and we'll do something like that. But thank you all for coming tonight. You guys stay here, but everybody on Facebook, we're gonna stop the recording, and we're gonna end on Facebook. You guys really should have been here tonight. This was really, 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 really delicious. Oh no, we're doing that later. I'll talk to you about that.